There we go. All right, that's the power wiring. That goes to the heating element. Thermal cutouts right up there at the top, self-explanatory. Then that harness up there goes to the electronics. Over here on this side, another thermal cutout. And then this is the wire that burnt up that goes right here on the other side of the element. Now, if you look at the harness, it continues around. It goes to the major plug right here for the motor. That's self-explanatory. Then you have these two wires, which goes to a sensor in the door, self-explanatory. And then these two wires, brown and orange, come around and go to a sensor right there. So that's what's involved. And to take the heating element, to replace the heating element, we got to do a Phillips screw here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is pathetic that things are built like this. So we're going to be changing this entire harness in this GE dryer, as well as the heating element. There's a lot of safeties right there. You know, some of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I don't see a problem with it. Other things I think are problematic. This is the new harness right here. We're going to have to get up in there. Those wires go into that controller, so we're going to have to get up into that section, take the top piece off. That's kind of frustrating. Let's see, what do we have for wires going up there? I think that's going to be all of these wires right here. The blue, the red, the yellow. So all of these wires on this end need to go up through that little shield and get up into the controller. So there's some work here, but hey, we're up to the task. I mean, what the hell? We'll just take our time. We can get this thing. Why not? They wager that you're not willing to go through this aggravation to change. That's right. Look at that. So there's your heating element right there. So one bad heating element, so the new one will lay in there, and then there's just a bunch of metal clips that you bend out of the way. About as cheap and shitty as you possibly can imagine. Yeah. Just take your time. No sense in hurrying. We'll nail it. And then you got to get the stake-ons through here. So you might want to do that side.
Oh,
you got to just gently.
That's what I just figured out.
Yep.
Maybe these cool cutouts.
Right, and then try not to bend any of these, resistance wire there for the heating element. Meanwhile, back in here, boys and girls, you can see we got to pull these wires out here. That's where the feed comes. And pulling out a lot of these push pins. They're tie wrap push pins. One right there. Sensors are all being replaced because the harness comes with the sensors. Down here, we already changed this sensor. We installed this large plug. We did the equipment ground down there. And then I'm going to magnify. See that sensor right there? We reused that sensor because we couldn't pull it out. But we just took the wires and plugged them into the existing sensor. And then you've got this black and yellow cable that go through here, and that's the door switch. That basically turns it off if you open the door. So yeah, a lot of work. A lot more than one would think. So this whole harness right here. Yeah, you already cut them, so we're gonna pull.
Hold on.
We're gonna pull this harness up through. Yeah. Then we're gonna disconnect all of this stuff right here. Oh, here's the little sensor. Okay, I see it. Yep. All right. So here we go. Another stupid push pin. All right.
What we need to do.
All right.
Yes. So
there we go.
So I'm going to do this, I think, Rick.
Well, you can definitely hand me the harness,
Yeah.
and then we could change them out one at a time.
This thing right.
All right, I'm going to pull those 2 yellow wires off, and then we'll do that. We'll hook up the 2 yellow wires under the 1 spade terminal right there. I'm going to zoom in. All right, so we know the 2 yellow wires go right there on the horizontal stake-on. All right, now continuing with this harness. All right, we got a blue wire
So we
that
used
goes right
this
up there.
thing that was there.
Yeah, hold on one second, Chris. That blue wire right there.
You need needles?
Yep. These things are amazing how these can stay.
Yeah.
All right, yank that blue wire off right at the top, right at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep, grab that spade and pull that thing off. Yep, all right. All right, that's the blue wire. Now I'm continuing. I know my yellow wires go there, my blue wires go there. All right, I got another yellow wire. That's got to come off.
So the double yellow goes
right
in the
there.
middle, single yellow.
Yeah, you got that yellow wire coming off right there. All right. All right. I got an orange wire. Hold on. Yeah, right here. Bottom left. Bottom left orange wire. That's why we'll reflect on this video after. Bottom left, take your time. All right. What's left? What's left? Red wire right here. There's a V. There's 2 wires. We need the one on the right. Oh, it's a double. Okay, so you got to pull that off of that connector now. See that? So you pull the spade off of that's a twofer. That'll pull off, then you slide it back on. Take your time. Don't want to screw that up. If you have to, put pliers on it to hold it. All right, and then it looks like you're going to do the same thing with the brown wire. And then we'll bring our stuff in and we'll hook it up. I think that'll be it. Nice. Did you get it? No?
No, I'm just trying to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a
All right.
set of hands.
All right. That's the red wire in the middle right here is in our harness, so it needs to come out. All right, the entire harness up into the controls, the heating element, all the safety devices down to the motor, the door switch, thermal cutouts, yada yada, etc., etc. Big pain in the ass, probably about a good hour. And we changed that element. That element goes into that bracket. We changed it out. That's a brand new element. So electrically speaking, with the exception of hooking up the door when that time comes, Chris is putting the back plate for all the electrical controls. We're in pretty good shape. So the next thing is going to be the drum. Neither Chris nor I took this drum apart, so we're going to have to figure that out. A service technician did, I guess. But as the old saying goes, what one man can do, another man can do. Look at the back of the drum. There's a pin right here. This is going to fit in. That'll get the back piece centered. Obviously, the door centers the front of the drum. Then there's an idler right there. We got to figure that out.
I think it just loops over the idler.
Yeah, maybe that we have a little, see this little belt right here.
Set a belt.
Yeah. There we go, studying the YouTube. Now, this is a GE dryer. Not gonna lie to you, it's sad what small appliances have turned into as far as what a shit show.
So,
But,
one thing I don't know.
what's the matter?
Remember how this went? Did it go through here?
Well, no, it couldn't have gone through there. No way, because the harness is one assembly. It had to just loop. It just looped right through here and up. Yeah. It couldn't have gone through there.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Must have been this
the door
one.
kill switch. It should just really only go one way. Let me try to hold some of this tension out of the way for you. Yeah, just give it a push. There it is. It's done. Done deal. And this thing really goes like this. You want to get that right in there like that. Little protector for it. So the door switch is hooked up. All the electrical now is hooked up. So now we're going to work on the drum, and we're going to center it right there. Put the belt through that idler right there, and then the door actually holds, this door cylinder holds the front of the drum.
The drum in place.
Yep.
And then you're gonna get this and these 2 feet.
Yeah, they
Clip
hook.
in.
They hook 2
Yeah,
feet
and
hook
then
on
I'll
these
hold
clips.
the top up
Yeah,
and you're gonna push it in.
and then hopefully you got all the nuts and bolts. Right. It took 2 hours to change the entire wiring harness, put the GE drum back in, put the door on. The door ends up lining up the front of the drum, and happily it's working great. We opened up, you can see all the blood all over the place. All this shit is razor sharp. Shame on GE, but that's what you get here. Who the hell knows where this shit is even made? Brand new heating element. I smell some of the oil burning off of it, to be expected with a brand new heating element. Open the door. Oh yeah, a lot of heat. What a job. 2 hours. Rick and Chris. Not bad though. I knew we could do it.